I'd do it over and over again. That's my life, over and 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 over.
Okay, Clay, I get the point.
No, you.
There's just this intense bond between music and our emotions. Like somehow we're meant to be entwined, or music was specifically created for that purpose. There's very, very little songs that actually make me feel nothing. And even if it is, it's the slightest amount at that. The ability to instantly put yourself into a different mindset is something that I think we usually take for granted. A world without music is a world deprived without directive or expression. It's for this reason I think that this genre does a pretty good job at digging deep within me and letting me express those emotions that have been dormant throughout the day. Those bouts of fear that I have to suppress, the intense anxious hyperness I feel throughout the day, can be channeled through this music. That or just these feelings that I'm stuck with when I have a stressful bill to pay or something. It almost breaks me back down to a basic living life form, as the music purges those overcomplicated and confusing thoughts for me, breaking them down into a more simplistic fashion. Do you think that I might be getting a little bit too weird here? Well, that's good, because EDM is weird. EDM isn't exactly a type of music that follows a trend, almost like it's the outlier pulling in the genres that didn't quite fit. And despite this, the feeling of it being a numbing piece of candy for my brain still persists. Honestly, if you wanted to make your way through the different types of music that EDM offers, you'd end up swimming through strange displays of eclectic emotional pieces. Some that seem as though they lack direction, such as breakcore, a genre that I can only really sum up as the literal embodiment of chaos. But weirdly enough, through its lack of structure, it's still able to pull me into its mayhem, as beyond this confusing outer shell, there's usually a story behind it, being that of pure ecstatic joy, unfiltered rage about something, or even an artist conveying a mental breakdown. And seriously, I just eat that stuff up. Dancing at a rave is one thing, but listening to a person find a sample of a song that they can relate to, and having the music around it express just how distraught they are is just... Well, I'm not a sadist, but I can say that I enjoy the darker stuff. Just not gore. Please, none of that. But you know something that's even more strange than mental breakdowns? Remixes. Because for some reason, I just can't get enough of these things. Okay, wow, that was a terrible transition. Yeah, listening to your favorite song is nice. But what if someone gave it an extra kick? Tore down what made it so likable in the first place and bent it into a more upbeat fashion. And slow down. I'm not claiming that every remix has to be EDM, but the majority of the ones that I like tend to have that kick of EDM to it. Artists like Glitch City tend to come up with these bombastic renditions of songs from video games that just bring far more of an exciting light. I also think it's pretty cool how remixers give their own spin to these songs, and allow me to hear them again like it's for the first time. This often means that they go out of their way to accentuate the best parts of the song, while continuing to keep that beautiful rhythm that you clicked on it to get in the first place. I guess this is all just to say that the Zelda songs that are remixed in Cadence of Hyrule are pretty freaking awesome.